Okay, so when we arrived at Kingsbridge Social, we reviewed the online menu and decided to get a bunch of appetizers and one pizza to split. There were oysters that day. They had an oyster special, so I had to order 6 raw oysters. Those oysters, they were bright and large and came with lemon and cocktail sauce, which is, a departure from your typical mignonette that would come with oysters. It's a casual place, and the oysters were served in this kind of refreshing, casual style. It was enjoyable and nice, and a light start to the heavy dishes. You had the brininess of the oysters, but it wasn't overwhelming. But they were nice and big, but it was still only, I don't know, 6 oysters. How many calories is that? 7, right? So a nice light start with something delicious. Then we were served the wings. Wow. I am definitely partial to wings. I love them. These barbecue style wings were spicy and just the right amount of sweet, and the blue cheese dressing cut into the spice just a bit. The chicken itself was moist and juicy. The barbecue sauce wasn't too sweet. It was just the right amount of sweet, right? And the spice stayed with you, but it didn't sting your mouth, and it just left you wanting more. If I were by myself, I could easily sit at the bar, order a drink, and have 2 orders, and make that my entire meal. I don't know. I can't really psychoanalyze myself right now, but I want the wings right now. They were that good. After we had the wings, we ordered a roasted eggplant called melanzane al forno. Melanzane is eggplant in Italian. What a surprise this dish was. Half eggplants, the whole half of an egg stuck in that wood-burning grill that they make the pizza in, seasoned with oregano and red pepper flakes, much like you might season a pizza, for example. And then it was served with a garlic confit and burrata that had just been quickly, sliced in half and drizzled with olive oil, thrown on top, and they put it right down in front of us. It was almost as quickly as it came out of the oven. And wow, when you dug your fork into it, you could see the heat rising out of it. And it was just so perfectly roasted. Everything was soft. When you bit into it, you could taste the wood from the oven, but the spices kind of balanced that out. And then the burrata gave it this nice, cool lift that heavy wood flavor. And it's just amazing because it cooked fairly quickly, but the wood essence permeated the eggplant just all over it. And it was something I would order again. It came with these 2 crostini wedges, and I think my only, I won't call it a criticism, but suggestion, or maybe it's just that I like to eat a lot. I just would have, preferred 4 of them. There were 2 of us and we were sharing, so I would have liked to have had 2 of those crostinis instead of just 1, okay? So our main course arrives, and it is the Wrecking Ball pizza. What is on this pizza, you might ask? It was pepperoni, onions, garlic, oregano, those San Marzano tomatoes, and of course fresh mozzarella cheese. Oh, fresh, crisp crust on the outside, which was pillowy and light on the inside, especially near the top where it's kind of a cylinder, right? The cylinder crust. I'm not a pizza fan. I don't know what you call it. The crust, the edge. The garlic came forward in the bite. So you must love garlic to like this pizza. And there are other slices if that's not your jam. If you don't like garlic, there are other pizzas here for you. But what struck me was the quality of the ingredients. Everything was so fresh. That pepperoni, it was fresh, but it was also crispy, like perfect. I mean, that oven is so hot, but nothing was burned. Everything was just perfectly cooked. The garlic roasted wonderful. Like I said, it came forward in the dish. The mozzarella was fresh. The San Marzano based, Friday, stop crying, come on. Friday wants some pizza. The San Marzano tomatoes, the right amount of sauce on their pizza. Oh, so good. Friday would have loved it. Although I don't know if dogs can have garlic. I wouldn't give her garlic. And all of Kingsbridge Social featured this sauce. I keep talking about it because it was that good. And it's funny because they serve the thin crust pizza on these metal trays that are on top of empty San Marzano tomato cans. So it's fun, you know, they've made it part of the atmosphere. I would definitely order that again. Now, like I said, there are other pizzas there as well. So if you don't like that, you might want to try their vegan cheese pie, which is interesting, right? You don't always see vegan options at a pizza place. House pie is San Marzano tomatoes, mozzarella parm, basil, olive oil, but they call it a house pie. They don't call it margarita pie. They have another eggplant-based pizza pie. It's the miele di melanzane. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's fried eggplant, crispy prosciutto, mozzarella, capers, spicy honey, and San Marzano tomatoes. And there are others too. If you don't love pizza, but you like Italian food and spend a lot of time with people who like pizza, like most of us do, Kingsbridge Social is the place to go. And even though I don't love pizza, I have had a lot of pizza, and I think this is the best in the Bronx. I hope everyone makes their way up there and gives it a shot. Kingsbridge Social, 3625 Kingsbridge Avenue. Don't miss it. Don't miss out on these little hidden spots in the outer boroughs. Not everything is Manhattan is Manhattan, right? We've got great restaurants. We have theater. Things are coming back. It's opening up. Tourists are allowed back in. But do not overlook the outer boroughs, and especially the Bronx. The Bronx really does not get the credit it deserves for all the places that it has that will make your mouth water. They will satisfy you, and they might not be as expensive as some of the places that you'll find in Manhattan, although nowhere in New York City really is that cheap. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll visit Kingsbridge Social Club.
Maybe we'll lose some weight. I don't know.